Hey everyone, so I wanted to try to do something a little different. Before I tell you about it, I want to say that I'm going to take a trip to France starting today until June 28th. Stupid pass, James. It's actually July 11 to 28. Now, don't be sad, for I felt like I haven't been giving this YouTube thing the attention it deserves, which is why I've stockpiled a new video to come out every single day while I'm gone. I'm going to make just a bunch of random videos I think you'll like. Obviously, they're going to be much shorter than usual. That's 18 new videos. This counts as one of them, so I guess now it's 17. So when I was little, I couldn't pronounce my R's. I talk like this and I couldn't pronounce anything. I remember one time I was at a friend's house and I spilled my drink. I didn't want him or his mom to find out, so I asked his little sister, who was like 5, "Where are the wags?" I'm trying to say rags. I'm looking for rags. And she was like, "Flags? No, the wags." And she never figured out what I was trying to say, and I was on the verge of tears. But then the mom found out and picked it up. She used a mop. A mop. Should have said that one. I live in Arizona, it's whatever, and there's a grocery store called Bashas. I didn't realize that it was just an Arizona thing. I thought they were everywhere. Now let me tell you, Bashas is the best. Why? Well, there are 3 main reasons. 1, they have a play place. So while mom's out grocery shopping, you could play with Play-Doh. And it was awesome. Number 2, their donuts were very mediocre for a low price. So whenever a teacher was like, "Hey class, you deserve a treat. Let's have a donut party," you already know he's going to get some of that Bashas dough. Heck, I've only ever had Bashas donuts, so I have nothing to compare it against. 3, in elementary school, and I'm not making this up, we took a field trip there, and they showed us how to make pizza. What kind of school takes their kids to a grocery store? Bashas, because it's awesome. Sometimes I'll pull into a Bashas parking lot and I see a school bus, and I'm like, cool, someone's having a field trip. This video is going to be directed to everyone's favorite household appliance, the microwave. You know, microwave, I'm going to be straight with you. Yes, I appreciate that you beep obnoxiously when you're done. It's fine. I get it. I'll be in the other room and you'll say, "Hey, I'm done." It works out perfectly. But sometimes, microwave, I want you to shut up. Sometimes I don't want everyone in the house to know I'm heating up ramen noodles at 2:30 in the morning. And why do you have to beep 3 times? If I'm able to open the door, get my food out, and shut it, you shouldn't still be beeping like, "Hey, did you get your food?" "Yeah, microwave, I did." You know, we can fix this, microwave. It doesn't have to be this way. All you need is a mute button. And when the mute button is turned on, it'll flash mute on the screen in the little corner. And so if I don't want you muted, I'll be like, "Oh, it's muted. I better turn it off." Sometimes I've had a stressful day, microwave, and I don't need to hear any of your crap. In this video, I'm going to bring something into your life that you might not have known existed. Everyone, check this animal out. Whoa, it's a kind of turtle mixed with a giraffe. This, everyone, is called a snake-necked turtle. And honestly, it's probably my favorite reptile. Imagine 2 turtles about to fight, and one turtle's a snake-necked turtle, but the other turtle doesn't know it. So they're saying stuff like, "Hey man, your shell's ugly." "Yeah? Well, your mom can't swim." And then one turtle punches the other one. Bah! But his neck keeps going, and it's all a tangled mess all over the ground. And the other turtle is staring in horror, because he thinks he just punched the other turtle's head off. But then the snake-necked turtle does like a surprise attack and wraps his whole neck around the other turtle, and now he's even more confused, because necks aren't supposed to be that long. And the snake-necked turtle's like, "Yeah, is my shell ugly now, moron? Huh? Okay, yeah, I'll stop. There are 10 names you can name your baby if any of you watching are pregnant. Number 10, Ketchup. Number 9, TheOdd1sOut. Number 8, Firepaw. Number 7, Swag Money. Number 6. Number 5, Tinkerbro. Number 4, Your Name and Junior. Number 3, James Jr. Number 2, Lucifer. And finally, number 1, Obama-chan. Now girl names. Number 10, LaQuisha. Number 9, Shrektastic. Number 8, Adam Sandler. Number 7, yellow. Number 6, the very first word to appear in this morning's Garfield comic. Number 5, jet fuel can't melt steel beams. Number 4, pick a random Magic the Gathering card. Number 3, your name, and then part 2. Number 2, James Jr. part 2, reloaded. And finally, number 1, Captain Sparkles. Twin life. Living with the twin. Is it better than being an only child? Yeah, it is. Let me tell you why. If any of you two slept past your alarm for school, the other one would wake you up. If you didn't understand the homework, you can copy it from your twin. If one of you got their license before the other one did because you failed your driving test, then she can give you a ride everywhere. And best of all, if you have no friends in elementary school, boom, you have a twin. Yeah, we've had our quarrels from time to time, but we've always been able to look past those and put our differences aside. Also, I'm the older one by like 4 minutes. Now, there are some people who have weird stereotypes about twins. Now, I think people are joking when they ask, do you guys have mind powers? Or, do you feel pain if I punch him? Who keeps telling people this? Did I miss the day when the teacher talked about all the cool powers twins have? But anyway, I decided to talk about twins today to add sort of a precursor for tomorrow's video. So my brother worked at a gym for kids and he was their teacher and stuff. And one day a kid found a kitten outside and gave it to my brother. My brother took it home and just showed up with a kitten at the house. He said her name is Azula. You know, like the character from Avatar who goes crazy and tries to kill everyone. Yeah, so we called her Azula and my mom was like, no, we can't keep a cat. We just... So we start feeding her and playing with her, and soon Azula was part of the family. Except one day when I was playing with her, I saw something. Hey, these two round things look like testicles! So Azula was actually a dude! We have to change his name. And personally, I didn't like Azula, it just wasn't sticking. So we thought we would call him Mr. Darcy. You know, the character from Jane Austen's book where he ends up marrying that girl. I never watched the movies. But that name wasn't really sticking either. And while all this was happening, we had a French foreign exchange student living with us who, by the way, is the person I'm visiting in France right now, and she didn't know the word for kitten, so she just called him Baby Cat. And that's the name we decided to call him. Baby Cat. Today I'm going to be telling you some stupid riddles that I made up. These riddles could have a bunch of different answers, but only have one stupid answer that make you go, well, how was I supposed to know that? Here's an example of one. I'm sure you all heard this. Romeo and Juliet are at a party, and then a train drives by, and now they're found dead next to a puddle of water and glass. And you think, well, maybe someone from the train threw a water balloon with glass in it and it killed them. But no, the answer is they're fish, and the vibrations of the train made their aquarium fall down. That's stupid! So here are 2 more riddles that are stupid. Okay, Nate and Haley want to go to this year's school prom, but can't. Why? Because they're both fish! Isn't that a stupid riddle? Okay, here's another one. Tyler and Mackenzie went to the zoo, and a sea lion ate both of them, but no one tried to stop it or freaked out. Why? Because they're both gingers. When you go to the movie theater, there are 2 sections of seats, here and here. Everyone goes over to these seats because, I don't like having to look up for too long. I get nauseous. But let me say, sitting in these seats is so much better. Okay, yeah, the very first row of seats are a little too close. Maybe like 4 rows back and you got your sweet spot. Why? First, let's get the obvious out of the way. Unless it's a crowded theater, no one else is up there. You get both armrests. You can kick the seat in front of you. You can just... Why did you pay $7.50 to see a movie once? Why? So you can see it on the big screen. I need to appreciate how big this screen is. And also, I think sitting closer brings you right into the world of the movie. Yeah, I guess all the worlds will end up looking like this, but when those loud sound effects go off, you can feel it in your chest. One time I was seeing a movie with a group of friends, and they said, "Hey, let's sit in the back." What? This isn't some school bus, you're not being cool. When we got there, I literally felt a distance between me and the movie. Just, Thor's right there, I can almost reach. One time when I was in the 4th grade, we took a field trip to the Grand Canyon, because that's what you do as a school when you live 3.5 hours away from the Grand Canyon. It was beautiful and breathtaking, yada yada yada, but while we were there, we stopped by a gift shop. My mom gave me some money before I went, and I wanted to spend it all. So I bought a snow globe, I don't know why, and as I was holding it, my teacher walked by and asked, "Oh, James, do you have a snow globe collection?" And I said, "Yeah, but here's the thing, I didn't." I guess I just didn't want to explain why I was buying a snow globe. But then that sparked an idea. Wouldn't it be funny if I started collecting snow globes as a joke? So then I asked my friends and family for snow globes for my birthday and Christmas as a joke. And some of my friends would bring me snow globes from all over the world as a joke. And interestingly enough, I still have the one I got from the Grand Canyon. I mean, I dropped it and all the water's drained out, but it's still the very first one. It was $5. And Miss Askelson, if you're watching this, yes, I do have a snow globe collection, and you started it. So my twin sister, when she was 2 years old, was sitting on a swing with my older brother, who was only a slightly bigger child at the time, and he was trying to get the swing going and fell off on top of my sister. Her top teeth dug into her chin when she fell and had to get stitches, and now she's forever cursed with a faint line on her chin. Fast forward a couple years, and she was on the trampoline with me, my brother, and some other friends, and we were just going at it. And Faith said, "Guys, you're bouncing me too high! I'm gonna..." She was in a wheelchair the next couple of months and became the most popular girl in school overnight, until she was all better. But all those injuries are kinda understandable. Mine, however, wasn't. So I had a hamster once, and one day I was cleaning its glass cage outside and I had it flipped upside down. And I thought, I wonder if I can stand on that. There was blood everywhere. The hamster had to live in an old cage, and it was all my fault. But hey, I didn't need stitches, and I have a scar on my foot forever. The last video. When I'm done making this, I can relax and enjoy my trip to France. But as you're watching this, I'm just coming home from my trip to France. That's weird to think about. So to celebrate, here are some unpopular opinions I have. I don't care if you downvote this video, you can't change me. Watermelons and bananas are gross. I liked Star Wars Episode 1. The pod racing scene was cool, and Jar Jar Binks was funny. I didn't like Avatar. The blue people kind, not the good one. I think wedding rings are a waste of money, and I would much rather wear one of these everywhere. We should teach cursive in schools, but the teacher shouldn't say, "You'll use this for the rest of your life." The word talk shouldn't have an L in it. It should be spelled like this. If a dog bites someone and it's not that bad, you shouldn't have to put the dog down. Power Rangers is stupid, and so is Ninja Turtles. Okay, I probably made a lot of enemies today, but most of all, I don't think short people should vote. I'm just kidding, JK. But seriously though,